All right, here we are in early May, and we're getting our crews mobilized to the Kitsault Valley down here into our Alice Arm camp, and we're getting ready for a great season. We've got 35,000 meters planned. That's a minimum so far. We're going to be focusing in on expanding out our resources, testing out exploration targets, and you know, one of the main things that I'm excited about getting to is the Wolf deposit, because we ended last year with a step out hole, 120 meter step out hole, 350 grams silver over 20 meters. But it was significant because, you know, that's a big step out, and we're getting closer to this Central Valley fault that runs up the center of the Kitsault Valley here from Homestake, Maine down to Torbret. And we're finding in the studies we did this winter that as we're getting closer to that, the mineralization and the alteration around the Wolf vein is getting hotter, which indicates that it's getting closer to its heat source. The mineralization is also becoming more consistent and keeping that nice wide width. So we're excited about doing big step outs. We're going to do another 100, 200 meter step outs. And once we find that interception point with that Central Valley fault, hopefully things blow out there. If not, you know, it could be that it steps over. So we've got a big program planned in that area to find out, you know, as we're drilling, we'll be planning new holes to see which way it went. And then also at Homestake Silver, so up in the north here, we'll be continuing our step outs on that. Again, last year we finished off with some big step outs down plunge, the plunge of this wider, higher grade zone. And that will need to be continued, and also filling in a few big open spaces within the area of mineralization. And then it all leads towards coming up with a more robust mineral resource estimate once we finish this summer of drilling. And then you know, we're also finally being able to, since we've consolidated the big bulk area, so that's that copper gold porphyry system about 5 kilometers to the east of the Dolly Varden silver veins. Now that we have that ground consolidated, we've been putting together all the data, and we think we know which direction to go and find out where that higher grade core might be. There's a large chargeability anomaly right in the center of the mineralized zone. It does plunge underneath the lake, but we're going to do some long holes and find out if that's where the mineralization is strongest. So there are some historic holes along the edge which have hit copper and gold mineralization, so it shows that it is a fertile system, and we're just homing in on the highest grade portions, hopefully. And then, you know, we haven't really digested all of the data yet on our new acquisition. It hasn't closed yet. The closing, you know, mid-May in a week or two. But we have this added package of Hazelton rocks called the Iliance Trend that we got from Hecla. So we'll be doing at least grassroots prospecting and geological mapping there, and seeing if we can come up with some new mineralized zones. And then also in the west side, there's another fold, part of a fold that is south of the Sherbet zone that Goliath has been working on. So we'll be seeing if there's any of that style of mineralization coming in on that western side. So the new acquisition, this is the Iliance Trend here. That was in a previous release. And then we have our Kitsault Valley Trend. And these trends are within Hazelton rocks, so that's the green. And then this western trend, which runs from the Sherbet zone down, and we have crossover into some of our property here. And as I mentioned last time, these are all the same unit. It's just a series of folds like this. So this is sort of the upper part of a fold and the lower part, but it's all the same horizon going through this whole regional area. So each of these arms has some systems of mineralization in it. So that's why we think there's a good possibility that there's more to come all the way up to the north here. Yeah, crews are mobilized. Drills will be turning in a couple of weeks, and we're going to have at least 4 drills to start with, and they'll be going all season, and it's going to be a big year, and hopefully we'll make some discoveries and expand out those resources.